Hello everyone, it's Sydney. I'm here to give you an oracle reading tonight, and it's based around our full moon in Capricorn, also known as the supermoon and the strawberry moon. And I'm going to be giving you this reading using the Isis Oracle, a great, beautiful deck. And if you're definitely into the Egyptian pantheon or have even heard of Isis, I would definitely recommend. These are the cards that I'll be using. And I'm just going to do a quick shuffle to kind of see what Isis says is going to be something we need to look forward to. Well, we've got some messages. So we literally had 4 cards fall out. So I'm going to do the best as I can to basically break this down for you guys. So first we have the Goddess of 10,000 Names. Okay, this is a big card, and it's a big indication of talking about the endless emanations of the priestess. This is essentially talking about how you yourself are kind of like the goddess, as you are a child of the divine. And when it comes to who you are kind of like this moon phase back here, and kind of like the moon phase we're in. Right now, we are very full and abundant and glowing, and we're starting to bring in the energy that we really want. But also being the goddess of 10,000 names, you can go through a waxing period where you're bringing in, and you can also go through a waning period where you're letting go. And when you're going through a dark moon, you're very much like, basically starting over, breaking ties, breaking chains, even bad habits. But the Goddess of 10,000 Names is saying that you as a person, it's time for you to understand that there are more sides to yourself than what you realize. Maybe there's a creative side of you that you haven't figured out yet. Maybe there's also, a new job or a new venture that you want to get into, but you just haven't figured out what energy you need to put into it in order to get there. Another card that fell out was the Talismans of Potency. So this is talking about charging sacred objects of power. In this card, this is very big for those who are practitioners within the craft, or even those who are coming into the craft. Whether you're starting off with crystals, whether you're starting off with, books and learning on your building your to know, it's more important that you have your own sacred objects that that will work for you in times of love is needed for yourself, you need protection for yourself, or you need abundant luck. Essentially, having this card is a big, significant understanding for you to basically own up to the fact that you are the damn witch, and you can definitely bring in things into manifestation by using these talismans of potency. It's time to learn how to charge, which would be really great during this full moon in Capricorn, because you can be charging things to make your life more abundant, but not so much as just in money, but your career. How do you want to change the way you live your life? Another card that fell out was the Eye of Horus, Awakening Divine Perception. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. I mean, they're all beautiful cards, and I'm highly biased as being a daughter of Isis, but overall, the Eye of Horus has always felt to me as though this is time for you to waken up your third eye. This is time for you to open up your own divine perception, and also to learn how to be guided by your third eye. What you're actually seeing, all these signs, symbols, and things that are around you are actually coming to fruition and are manifesting for you. But you are going to have to use this awakening, this, opening your third eye and opening yourself to understanding that there's so much more around you than you even know. You just have to be more in tune, or even connect a little bit more to your higher self to know where does that lie. Our last card is the Chariot of Ascension. So essentially this card is talking about how you are very much moving up, and this is the spiritual work of the higher initiate. It's essentially really crazy because a lot of these messages are pretty much saying similar themes, but overall the Chariot of Ascension talks more about us being able to rise above a lot of the spiritual work. So we'll work a little bit more with this kind of Merkaba energy, our soul energy, our inner energy, and let's understand how to focus within ourselves in order to understand what our higher self looks like and feels like. overall, I would say Goddess of 10,000 Names, let's work on how many faces that we really have, and let's own the fact that we are this being. No matter who we are or what we do, we always have more than one phase to us. Talismans of potency. It's really time now to really step into your gifts, and the only way to do that is to start wearing those crystals, charging your moon water, actually using things for purpose. So let's try and figure out what these spiritual tools are needed and how we can charge and work with them. The Eye of Horus was saying how we need work a little bit more with our third eye, and also to our perception. So if you feel as though that your third eye is a little bit blocked, you could probably be using certain crystals to maybe like start opening that door that is your third eye, actually accepting the images that you're seeing and knowing that you as a divine being can see things that other people can't see. That's that clairvoyance, that's that understanding that you are a witch, or you are a divine being that can see in the astral or work within the astral. Let's get to it. And the Chariot of Ascension. The Chariot of Ascension is basically for us to understand and learn how to work with our higher selves. The higher self for us will be understanding our soul, understanding our light, and within ourselves. The only way that this can be done is for us to do the spiritual work. Let's start doing a little shadow work. Let's start, opening ourselves to the divine, whether that's a deity or opening yourself to your higher self, and maybe even to working a little bit more with what you want to do in the next moon phase, and what do you want to bring to light in this next moon phase that is kind of hidden within yourself. Well, that is the end of our message. Thanks to Isis for all the good work that she always does with these messages. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, on Facebook as Craft and Magic, and also to let's start working a little bit more on ourselves. That's kind of like the overall theme I'm getting, and I'm kind of hearing little stuff from Spirit that if we don't work on ourselves, then we will constantly be worried about other people and we won't advance. We won't get higher up. We won't exceed the expectations that the divine has for us. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this message, and I hope you have a wonderful full moon. And, have a great night. Bye.